Hello everybody, welcome back to Reading for Vocabulary. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about the seasons, and specifically, we're going to focus on what happens in each season. So, how are the seasons different, right? Different things happen in each season. So, how are the seasons different? Let's find out, okay? Let's begin with the 4 seasons, okay? First of all, we have this picture that represents one of the seasons. What season do you think it is? Here we see 2 kids, a boy and a girl. They are having fun in the water. They're swimming around and they're playing. It seems like it must be hot to enjoy swimming, right? When is it hot? What season? If you guessed summer, right? That's true. In the summer, kids go swimming. I go swimming too. It's a nice thing to do in the summer because it's hot. What else do we have? Oh, look at this boy here. Now he's wearing a little bit warmer clothes, right? He's wearing long pants. He's got a sweater and a scarf, right? And he's walking along. And look at these. These are leaves. The leaves fell from the trees. So in which season is it cool and leaves fall from the trees? What season is that? Well, of course, you probably know that that is fall. Or you can also say autumn. Okay, so it's fall or autumn in this season. What other seasons are there? Well, let's take a look. Look at this. Now, this is an interesting picture. Here we have a woman here. She's has a dog on a leash. And what are these things here? These little white things falling from the sky. They're snowflakes. And what's this over here? That looks like a snowman. So it must be very cold in this season. What season is it very cold and there's snow? Well, of course, we would say this is winter, right? Winter. Now, we've talked about 3 seasons. As you know, there are 4 seasons. What season is left? Let's take a look. There it is. Look at this. There's many flowers. Flowers are just coming out and opening up. There are many insects. Of course, they're very interesting insects, right? They have mustaches. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a funny picture, right? But these are insects. Many bugs are flying around and they're coming out. What season is it when it's warmer? Flowers come out and insects start flying around again. Of course, in that season, we say it's spring. Spring. It's when life starts again after the cold winter. Okay, so that's a little preview. That's a little preview of the seasons we will talk about in this lesson. Let's now study some words. Our word list, number 1. A warm and rainy season. So it's a warm season, a lot of rain comes down, and as we can see, there's lots of insects come out, flowers bloom. What season is it? We say it is spring. Spring. Okay, so in spring, life comes out, and it also rains a lot. Okay, next one is a hot season. Kids go swimming. They enjoy swimming. It's very hot, so you can wear a bathing suit. No problem. We talked about that. What season is it? It is summer. Summer is a hot season. Okay, next one. We talked about this. A dry and cool season. It's dry. Doesn't rain a lot. Leaves fall from the trees. It's cool, so you have to wear more clothes. This, of course, is fall. You can also say autumn, but a simpler word is fall. It's easier to say fall. In the fall. Okay, Next one, we talked about this one, a cold season. There are snowflakes falling down. We can make snowmen. So there's a lot of snow. It's a cold season. What season is it? Of course, it's winter. Winter. It is cold in winter. Let's learn some more words about seasons. Let's take a look at this. This is an interesting picture here. When we talk about the seasons, remember I said there are 4 seasons, and this picture shows all 4 seasons. Usually we start with spring. Spring, summer, fall, winter, and then it starts again. It's like a circle, right? We start with spring because that's when life comes back out. In the winter, everything seems dead, but in spring, it comes back out. And a time of the year with special weather, there are 4 of them, and I used that word already. Of course, we're talking about season. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. They are all called seasons, and there are 4 of them. Okay. Let's take a look at this word. Here we have lots of vegetables here. Clean and new is our definition. What word are we looking for? Of course, we're looking for fresh, because especially when you think about food, you want your food to be fresh. So tomatoes are bright red, they're round, and they're strong, right? If they're not fresh, they're old, and they don't taste so good, right? Ugh. But you want fresh food, right? So clean, it's clean, and it's new, not old. It is fresh. Let's take a look at another word. Look at this. Here are 2 birds, right? Here is a small bird, and here is a what? Not small. Of course, we're looking for big. Here's a big bird, right? Big bird. Okay, so sometimes you can see very big birds, sometimes they're small birds, but of course there are many things that are big, many things that are small. Something that is not small, the opposite, pandero, is big. Not small, pandero, small, big. Okay. Very warm. If something is very warm, remember when I talked about summer, I said it is what? It is hot. It is hot in summer. So very warm. Warm is kind of a little warm, but hot is very warm, right? So you go from cold, let's do a little chart here. Cold is really, right, freezing, lots of snow. But next is cool, right? Cool is not as strong as cold. It's a little warmer. And then after cool, we come to warm. Okay? So warm, not cool anymore. And then after warm, a little stronger is hot. So we can have a little chart here. Cold, cool, warm, hot. And of course, they go in degrees. Okay? So hot is very warm. Now, we have to move through the air like a bird. Can you move through the air like a bird? I'm sorry, you can't. Unless your big brother or sister throws you, right? Then you do what? You fly. But your big brother or sister shouldn't throw you unless you're going to land in a swimming pool, okay? Flying can be dangerous because flying isn't dangerous. Landing is dangerous, right? Okay. So to move through the air like a bird means to fly. And that's very interesting. Okay. So fly. But fly is a special verb in English. It changes form depending on how you use it, especially in the past tense. What are the 3 changes? We say fly, flew, flown. So remember, fly, flew, flown. Fly, flew, flown. Those are the 3 different verb tenses for the verb fly. Okay. Now we have a word here, for water to fall from clouds. So when sometimes, right, you go outside and you feel wet. What's going on? There's water falling from the sky, from the clouds in the sky. It falls down. What do we say it's doing? We say it is raining. Now, rain can be a noun, right? It is rain. So we say, it is rain. We can say, there is a lot of rain, or there's just a little rain. That's a noun. We can also use it as a verb. It is raining. It is raining today, or it will rain tomorrow. It rained yesterday. So, noun or verb with rain. It is rain, a lot of rain, a little rain. Noun. Verb, it is raining. It will rain. It rained this morning. Okay? Moving on. Being alive a short time. Okay? So we have, actually it's kind of like a contrast here. Here we have an old man, right? He's been alive for a long time. Then we have a boy here, right? And the word we want is the word to put next to the boy because the boy has been alive only a short time. So what do we say about the boy? If the old man is old, we say the boy is young, right? So that would be the opposite of old. Young and old, opposites. Okay. To get ready. Looks like this woman, she wants to make a meal, right? She has a lot of food. She's going to get ready. What is she going to do? She's going to prepare. Prepare a meal. Probably your mother or maybe your father prepares a meal every day. Sometimes prepares 3 meals a day. But at least it's prepared once a day. That's dinner, right? Dinner is prepared every day to get ready. But prepare isn't just food. You prepare too. Prepare is like 준비하다, right? 준비하다, I think so. When you get ready for school, you prepare. You put your books in your bag. You put on your school clothes. You're preparing to go to school. So when we get ready for something, we are preparing. We prepare for something. We prepare for dinner, or you can prepare something. You prepare dinner, you prepare your bag, you prepare your notes. Okay? Okay, let's take a look at the exercise. Now it's time to review the words we just learned. Match some of those words with their definitions. Let's take a look. Let's review the words first. The words that we have here are summer. It's one of the seasons, summer. Next one is another season, winter. Next is fall, another season, and spring. So these are all the different 4 seasons, summer, winter, fall, spring. Then we have this word here, season, season, okay? So season includes all of these words, right? And this one is an adjective, fresh, 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 okay? So those are our words. Let's match these words to their definitions. Are you ready? Let's start with number 1. Number 1, a warm and rainy season. So we're looking for one of these 4 words. Remember, I said these are the types of seasons, right? So we're looking for a type of season, one that is warm and rainy. In which season is it warm and rainy? Of course, we learned that was spring, right? It's spring. Number 2, a hot season. So we're looking for one of these seasons here when it is hot. When is it hot? What season is that? Of course, we're looking for summer. In the summertime, you go swimming because it's hot. Number 3, clean and new. So we're not talking about one of the seasons here. We're looking for an adjective, something that means clean and new. What word is that? Of course, that's over here, fresh, fresh. If it's clean and new, we say that it's fresh. Okay, let's move on to number 4. Number 4, a time of the year. So it's a certain time of the year with special weather, Well, this is more general, isn't it? There are several times of the year. There are 4 times of the year that have special weather. 4 different times. What do we call these times? we call them all seasons, don't we? So that's a season, right? These are the individual specific seasons, but this word means all of them, right? Okay? So a time of the year with special weather would be a season. Number 5, a cold season. So now we're looking again at one of these specific seasons when it is cold, a cold season. Which one is it? Of course, we're looking at winter. In the winter, it is cold. Finally, we have another season, our last season that we're talking about, a cool and dry season. It's cool, but it's also dry. And another hint, leaves fall from the trees. What season is it? It is fall. Fall. Okay, so that rounds up our words right there. Okay, so we're going to take a break from these words, and we're going to take a look at the reading passage when we come back. So don't go away. See you soon. Welcome back, everyone. Let's now take a look at the reading passage for this unit where we're talking about the seasons. Okay, are you ready? It's a pretty easy passage. We have some very simple, short sentences to begin with. So, no problem. The weather changes. That's true, right? The weather does change. It changes. There are 4 main seasons where the weather changes. Everything changes, doesn't it? It changes from one thing to another. What are the seasons? What are the changes, right? Sometimes, not always, because there's a change. So sometimes it is hot, right? Sometimes it's hot, but sometimes it's cold. So that shows changes, right? Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. It rains and it snows. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows. These are all changes. Okay. Do you know why? When they say, do you know why? Why does it rain? Why does it snow? Why is it cold? Why is it hot? Why does it change? Why? Because there are 4 seasons, right? And that's shown in this picture here, right? That's why the weather changes. There are 4 different seasons. So this sentence answers the question why. Why does the weather change? Why does it rain? Why does it snow? Why is it cold? Why is it hot? Because there are 4 different seasons. That's why. What are the seasons? What are they? They are summer, fall, winter, and spring. The 4 different seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. I almost said autumn. You can also say autumn, but fall. So spring, summer, fall, and winter are the 4 different seasons. Okay, moving on. Summer, this picture looks like it's in the summer. She's enjoying the swimming pool. Summer is the warmest season. You can also say it's the hottest season, right? We did that graph before. Cold, cool, warm, hot. You can also say it's the warmest season. We can also say it's the hottest season. Summer is the warmest season. People swim to stay cool. You want to stay cool. It's too hot outside. You want to stay cool. We go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. The beach is where the ocean is. Water, right? You can play in the water. We go to the beach. Many plants grow in the summer. That's something new. Okay, we didn't talk about that before. Of course, summer's hot. Lots of plants, they like the heat from the sun, so they will grow in the summertime. Many plants grow during the summer. Young animals grow big and strong. Usually young animals are born in the spring. During the summer, they grow up, right? Just like you're growing up now. But it takes you many years to grow big and strong. Animals grow quickly. They can grow big and strong in just one season. Okay. Fall comes after summer. So after summer, then fall comes. Very beautiful, right? Fall is a very beautiful season. The leaves turn red, yellow, and orange, right? Fall is cooler than summer. When it says it, we're talking about fall. Fall comes after summer. It is cooler than summer. So it's very hot. Fall comes along and it becomes cooler. And as I said, it's very beautiful. Leaves turn red, yellow, and orange. Look at this picture. We can see many yellow and orange leaves in the trees. Very beautiful, right? When the leaves turn these different colors, after a little while, they will fall off the trees. So they refers to leaves. The leaves fall off the trees, and the leaves fall on the ground. And that's why that picture we saw the boy, he was kicking up the leaves. There are many leaves on the ground in the fall, and you can play in them, right? You can throw them up. Okay? So, leaves turn red, yellow, and orange. The leaves, remember they, because leaves is plural, not it, they, because there's many leaves. They fall off the trees. Okay, some animals move their homes. Some animals move their homes. Well, think about that. What animals move when it becomes fall? In the fall, look in the sky. You will see many birds flying. Where are they going? They're going south. Why? Because it's warmer there. So some animals move their homes. Some animals go south where it's warmer because it's becoming cooler. So some animals move their homes. They go south in the fall. Other animals. So this means not these animals, not those, right? Not those. Other animals that don't move. Other animals grow thick fur. So some animals move south, like birds, but a bear, can a bear start going south? He has to go a really far and long distance. Bears don't move south. Dogs, wolves don't move south, right? Rabbits don't move south. What these animals do is grow thick fur. Fur is the hair on an animal. We have hair on our heads. We don't say fur, but an animal has fur all over its body. And the fur becomes thicker. It becomes thick because it's like a nice coat, right? So it's very interesting. If you have a dog as a pet, look at your dog. Your dog's fur will get thicker in the fall because it's preparing for the cold winter. In the spring, the hair will fall out all over your clothes and couch and floor, but they're getting rid of the hair. Okay, so anyway, other animals grow thick fur. Now this they refers to other animals. They prepare for the cold winter. I said that. They're growing thick fur, more hair, because they're preparing. To prepare for, 준비해요, right? They're preparing for cold winter. Okay? So it's interesting, animals will do that. Look at this. This is very interesting, right? It snows in winter. So the winter has come. Are the animals prepared? Well, snow will fall down, right? It snows in the winter. Some plants die. The smaller plants, like weeds and flowers, things like that, they die. Trees don't die, so it's only some plants, not all plants, some plants die. And it's hard for animals to find food because animals usually eat leaves. All the leaves are gone. They fell on the ground. The snow covered them. Some plants die. The plants that animals eat, they're dead. They're gone. So animals, it's hard, 힘들어, for the animals to find food. Look at this. It is hard. It is hard. 힘들어. Say, it is hard. Don't say, they are hard. 안 돼요, right? It is hard. Don't ever say, I am hard to do something. It is hard for me to do something. In this case, it is hard for animals to find food. Some animals sleep all winter. Well, that's a good idea, right? No food, go to sleep. Wake up in the spring, there's food. That's what bears do. That's what's going on here. Some animals, like bears, they sleep all winter long. There's a 조금 힘들어 word, a little difficult word about that. Do you know what that word is? What a bear's doing? It's a special word. It's called hibernate. 3 sounds. Hibernate. Hibernate. That means they sleep all winter. That's hibernate. Some bears hibernate. They sleep all winter. Bears are smart, right? They will sleep when there's no food. Then spring, right? Of course, this sentence is not a complete sentence. Maybe it should be then spring comes again, right? But that's the idea, right? Then spring comes again. And plants grow, there's food, animals can wake up, and they can survive. They can start eating again, okay? Because the bear doesn't want to sleep all his life, right? Just during the winter. Okay. Now, in the spring, new things grow, right? Spring comes again, then spring comes again. And spring, new things grow. These plants are new, right? These are the plants that will die in the winter. But in the spring, spring is a time when life begins again. So little plants are growing up from the ground. The snow is gone. It's warmer, right? New things grow. The weather is warm and lots of rain comes down. Plants need rain to grow, so it's a very good thing. The weather is warm and rainy. Many baby animals are born. I said that before, right? Many animals are born in the spring. So that they have all spring, they have summer, and they have fall to get big and strong before the winter comes. So many baby animals are born in the spring. Birds, remember the birds? They flew south. But now it's warm again, so the birds will come back. So look in the sky in the spring, you can see the birds coming back from the southern warm areas, right? The birds are coming back home. Birds fly back to their homes. Everything is fresh. Everything's new. Everything's clean, right? The snow is gone. It's raining. It washes all the snow away. Everything looks clean and everything is new. There are new plants, new animals. Everything is fresh. Even the air is fresh. Spring is a fresh season. It's a young season, right? Okay. Okay, now let's go over the reading comprehension questions. How well do you remember the reading passage? We have the first 2 questions right here. Number 1, this story is about. We're talking about the whole story. What's the main topic that covers everything that we talked about? A, swimming. Sure, we talked about swimming, but that was just a little bit, right? It was only a small part of what we talked about. It wasn't everything that we talked about, so A is not right. What about B? This story is about the seasons. That sounds about right, right? Because we talked about the different seasons. We talked about summer, fall, winter, and then we went back to spring, right? So yes, this story is about the seasons. Actually, it should be S here, and we just circled that. So this story is about the seasons, okay? This story is about cold weather. Yes, we talked about cold weather, but we talked about all 4 seasons. We talked about cold weather when we talked about winter, but we also talked about summer. We talked about fall. We talked about spring. So it's not just about cold weather, it's about the seasons. D, hot weather. It's the same idea as cold weather. Only hot weather was only in the part about summer. That's it, right? So this passage was all about the seasons, right? This passage talked about all the seasons. We talked about summer, fall, winter, and spring. We talked about all 4 seasons. Not just one season, but all 4 seasons. Okay. Number 2, young animals grow big and strong in the what? I've mentioned that 2 times, right? I said many animals are born in the spring, right? They're little babies. They have to grow big and strong. What season is after spring, right? So what season would be after spring? Well, that would be summer. Young animals grow big and strong in the summer, okay? So this is our answer here. Not in the winter, right? Animals can't grow big and strong because they're looking for food. Food is hard to find. Some animals go to sleep. Some animals go south. So they should already be big and strong when winter comes. Not winter. Fall, yeah, but really summer is the season after they were born, right? And that's in the reading passage. It said that they grow big and strong in the summer. And in the afternoon, well, that's kind of silly, right? That's not a season. Okay, there are many afternoons in the summer, and there are also mornings. And the animals are growing big and strong in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night during the summer. So afternoon is not the correct answer. Summer is the best answer. Let's move on to number 3. In the fall. So we're looking at the season of fall. What happens in fall? Or what is true in fall? Let's take a look. A, in the fall, it is cold and snowy. Is it snowy in the fall? No. We have to wait until winter. Then it's cold and snowy. So this would be winter, not fall. Whoops, winter, not fall. So that's not right. What about B? In the fall, it is hard for animals to find food. Again, that's winter, not fall. So that's not the right answer. In the fall, we go to the beach. Do we go to the beach in the fall? No, because it's cooler. We go to the beach when it's hot. We go to the beach in the summer, not in the fall, so that's not right. In the fall, leaves turn red, yellow, and orange. Yes, that is correct, right? Leaves turn red, yellow, and orange. That is our answer there, right? Because we saw that picture, and then we saw that in the reading, that it's very beautiful in the fall because the leaves are turning colors. They turn red, they turn yellow, and orange in the fall, in the fall. Okay, let's review. Here we have this picture that we saw before, right? We have these different pictures of the trees. Now the tree changes in the different seasons. But it's not just the tree. We also talked about how the seasons change, or the weather changes in each season, right? Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows. And of course we can see that also the trees change with the different seasons. Let's start off here. This of course is spring. Spring. In the spring, things are new and fresh, right? They're clean and new. They are fresh. New life comes out of the ground. The trees come back to life. In the summertime, right? This would be the summer. In the summer, it's very hot, hot, right? Many fruits grow in the summer. Animals grow big and strong in the summer. It's very hot. You want to go swimming. You go where? Go to the beach. You can also go to a swimming pool. What is this over here? What season? Yes, that's right. It's fall. What happens in fall? Look at the tree. What's happening? The leaves turn color. They turn red, yellow, and orange. And the leaves fall on the ground, as you can see here. It's cooler in the fall, and usually it's dry. Doesn't rain so much. Of course, it does rain in the fall. Yes, it does, but not as much as in the spring, right? What season is this? At the end of the year? Of course, this is winter. And what is the weather like in the winter? What's the weather like? It's cold, right? A lot of snow comes down. A lot of snow, it's cold. And that is the winter time. And of course, remember, very important point, this all goes in a circle. So it starts again. After winter, it comes back to spring. Because we don't want it to be winter all the time, right? We want spring to come back, and we're very happy when spring comes back. So this is the cycle of the seasons, and there are 4 main seasons in the year. And we can enjoy the weather in each season. And we always know, don't worry, if it's too cold, don't worry. In a few months, it'll be warm again. It's too hot, don't worry. In a few months, it'll get cool again. So we can enjoy the changes in the weather. Well, I hope you're enjoying the season right now. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.